Welcome to Whistler. Today, instead of being at home and eating snacks with you guys, Aaron will be eating snow.
Oh my god, I already knew you were gonna do that. You see,
We'll be talking to you guys about how we're going to start earning $12,000 a month next year.
it took us 3 years to get
Eat
here.
snow. So we're going to build a snowman as a good analogy because it's going to be a slow and tiring process to build a nice little snowman, and we will talk to you guys while we're building a snowman.
Yeah.
Or we'll mostly be talking to each other, asking each other questions so you guys can kind of have an insight into our brains.
Yeah, or the lack thereof.
Eat snow! So for those of you guys who are not as familiar with our journey, and for those of you guys who only follow us on YouTube, we're actually TikTokers. Our main platform is actually TikTok. We're not sure what's going to happen in 2025 if TikTok gets banned. But our main platform is TikTok, and what we started talking about was our sibling journey to $1 million. Which is exactly why we're making this video, because even though we're not at our $1 million yet, getting to 12K per month of income is going to really expedite our journey there. And we
Yeah.
also want to show you guys how we did it.
One of the things we talk a lot about is investing, and I think some people get a little bit carried away thinking that investing alone is going to make them huge returns, but honestly, it is actually being able to make the initial income. If you 10x your money, but you only start with $1,000, that's only $10,000, which isn't a lot. I have done a 9x before on crypto, but of course that wasn't life-changing money because that wasn't enough, right? Because I didn't have a lot of money. I was in army back then. So we want to share with you guys how we got ourselves up to 12K a month. And I believe that for a lot of people who can make $12,000 a month, you would be able to exponentially increase your income afterwards. It's just my humble guess, but we shall see.
Let's strategize the snowman first. Gonna build the base.
Yeah.
Oh my
Alright.
god, did you just lift up that giant?
Alright. I guess it's just
But it's not even a circle.
I guess that $12,000 that we talked about is kind of like this little base that we're going to start with, right? Because if we didn't have this $12,000, it's going to be really, really hard. And as you see, as we roll this, the compounding effect of the snow grows exponentially, just like our investments.
It did take us 2 years to make like our first, $100,000?
Yeah. And as you can see, this is how life really is. I do the hard work and she just stands there and doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the trick, guys. Get a useful brother. It's gonna be so big. How are we gonna make it round though?
Oh, that's why we got to make it really, really big and we pat it down.
I think many of you guys will be wondering what our sources of income are, because we are not making $12,000 a month just from social media sponsorship videos or anything like that, right? We diversify our income quite a bit because we understand that diversification is very important when it comes to income generation and investments. How many sources of income do we have? We can count it together, I guess.
I think we can go from the smallest to the biggest. One of our smallest sources of income right now is actually affiliate marketing.
Yes.
Affiliate marketing is
And our e-commerce business?
yeah, e-commerce business.
Woolly.shop.
After that, I don't know how to consider it because it's inconsistent income as well. Our investments is next. We
Right.
do have some passive income, right? A lot of REITs as well. Local banks, they give dividends. Man, I'm panting.
I want to try.
Okay, roll it one more round to the
One
back.
more. Good luck bringing
And
it
don't
back.
break it.
Deadlifts.
And so like
Oh
one
my
of
God.
So those are our main sources of income right here. Sarah, what are you doing?
Deadlifting it.
Quick, this is my chance, I can bury her.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Oh
You know
my
what, Sarah?
gosh. Oh, the snow on my gloves. Snow all over my gloves. Damn it, Aaron, this is your fault. So, as I
Okay.
was saying, next source of income would be investing and also trading. They're both pretty inconsistent, so we don't really know how to rank them, especially trading, because trading is whenever we feel like it or whenever Aaron feels like it. For me, I trade crypto, Aaron trades options, stock options, index options. I don't know what he trades, he just trades options something. And then after investing and trading, we also have our next stream of income, which is sponsorship videos. So I think this is the stream of income that you guys would probably guess we're making most of our money from, just based off what you guys know about social media. So this is actually one of our bigger source of income as well. Most of our sponsorships are on TikTok and then Instagram. One of our most commonly asked question is, do we get creator, what's it called? We don't, so basically in Singapore, we do not get paid via the TikTok creator
Yeah,
program
we
because
don't.
there isn't a TikTok creator program in Singapore. Boo. TikTok, please help. And we also are not monetized on YouTube. So the videos that you're watching right now are not monetized. We're trying to get monetized, but we need quite a few more views and videos.
I think it's watch hour.
For YouTube, we need quite a bit more watch time before we're able to monetize. So right now, we are not making any money from any creator fund, and Instagram does not have a creator fund, at least not in Singapore.
Okay, this is our base.
What the hell is this? It looks like a trunk.
Yeah, now we gotta shave it down.
Shave it down or fatten it up?
I guess fatten it up.
Fatten it up it is. Fatten up my bank account. But we also heard that the creator program on TikTok isn't that much. Next year, one of our goals is actually to start monetizing on YouTube as well. And to help us, you guys could replay this video 50,000 times. Thank you in advance. So we're at sponsorships, right? Yes, we get paid by brands to promote their products, mostly financial institutions and brokerages. Asset managers this year were also a new client, mostly financial products, mostly financial institutions. We work with them to create a video that adds value to our audience, but also help plug the brand. We enjoy doing sponsorships because we get to network and speak to people in the brands that we work with. It's actually a really fun time. And I don't know if it's because TikTok is a newer platform or there just aren't many financial influencers in Singapore. It's really fun for us because our clients trust us a lot and we always get lots of creative control with most of our clients. We're able to make sure that the content that goes out aligns with what our channel is about and how we normally create content. We're very against creating ad-looking type videos, and we will also never script from clients. We enjoy working on our sponsorship projects. That's one of our streams of income. Our last stream of income is something that most of you may not be aware of, but we actually have a small agency where we help clients produce videos for their channels. We work with clients in the finance industry, and surprisingly, we also work with clients in the physio industry because Aaron's a physio graduate. He is in a very interesting position where he understands social media and how to create social media content, but also knows how to write scripts and create videos that are factual enough and safe enough for physios to post online. From what we understand, a lot of the times in healthcare especially, it's very difficult to find someone that isn't in the healthcare sector that understands how to write scripts for social media.
It's quite hard to do marketing and advertisement because we don't want healthcare to become like a money-making business. We want to maintain the essence where the healthcare is still about healthcare and not solely about making money. Otherwise, you end up like the United States of America. Right, Sarah, I'm gonna need your help.
Oh my gosh. That's too big!
We'll shave it down. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my god!
Back day. Slowly. Good job, good job. I think this is like there's an important lesson when it comes to business. Sometimes you need to find a good partner. She clearly found a very good one and I didn't find one. Clearly this isn't a partner that you want to work with.
Watch me destroy this snowman.
This is how you avoid this kind of partner.
I put the glue on the snowman. That helped. Okay, so aside from physiotherapy clients, we also have finance clients. And recently, for this new year, we're actually working with a media company based in the UAE to create content for their platform as well. It's more of like a collaboration. And we are also getting paid for that. But we don't really know how to classify this. We're still unsure if this is like agency work, this is separate. So We're lumping this with our agency work for now. Oh yes, and in our agency work, we actually split our jobs into production and strategy. The head is just as big as the body.
Oh, we can shave it down. We will shave it down.
It's taller than me.
Well, we want our snowman to be big, right?
Do you want to build a snowman?
No.
You're supposed to be the younger sibling, but you're like Elsa.
Oh, this is the biggest snowman we've ever made.
Okay, yeah, so anyway, those are our different streams of income. Some of them are more consistent. So agency work, we get paid a monthly retainer fee, and sponsorships, honestly, it's as and when they come. Sometimes we get packages, but a lot of the times it's one-off sponsorships, and that money is quite inconsistent. Our journey started off with solely sponsorship money when Aaron was still in school. Closer to when Aaron was graduating, he realized that if we were going to do this full time, we felt like there was potential for us to do our own thing, start our own business and do this full time. But we needed the money to be more consistent, which is why we ended up with the agency work. So thankfully, Aaron was someone that does not like inconsistent income. So then we opened up this new stream of income.
Yeah, I really hate the idea that I'm not getting paid every single month, and it's kind of scary because I'm someone who likes stability.
And yet wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, so those two things really don't go together, and that can make things really hard for me. But I think being surrounded by people, or I've seen people build their own business and
Like
somehow
who?
succeed, so I thought I should just try it out as well.
Oh, it's quite round now. He needs to be symmetrical so that he's aesthetically pleasing, unlike Aaron.
Sarah, I'm
kind of tired. You do it. I'm taking a break.
Woe to
Sit on
you.
my snow chair right here. Like I know that 12K to some may be a lot and to some it isn't. But I think as someone who just graduated last year, being able to make a leap from potentially just 3.6 to 12K in a year, I think that a lot of people will be interested in doing something like that as well. As a physiotherapist, you will probably be thrown straight into the public hospitals, and the pay there is about maybe 3.4 to 3.8 starting pay. After a year, maybe it goes up to 4. And for me, that was a little bit too little. Not that I'm so crazy over money, not that I'm so crazy over chasing income, but it was because I wanted to get a house near my parents, and my parents ain't staying in a very cheap place. So if I wanted to live near my family and be close to my family, be close with the fortunate little sister here.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No.
So unfortunately, if I wanted to stay near my parents, I had to find a way to make more money so that I can afford to buy a place near them. I'm not looking for anything fancy, I'm looking for public housing, but even then it's not cheap. Because of that, I had to force myself to go out to make more money. And that's one of the decisions why I decided to leave physiotherapy as well. I loved it. I think it's one of the best jobs anyone can do. And I do not regret studying it because I really enjoyed it. It was my dream job, but unfortunately, this is also a dream job. And when you're caught between two dreams, you gotta pick one.
And I think you also felt a little behind time, right? Because of the Singapore education system where you got stuck with one extra year and then you
Yeah.
had to go to the army. You just graduated, but you're already in your late 20s.
I feel like I'm 4 years behind. So in Singapore, you serve 2 years in the army as
Yeah.
every single male
Conscription army, basically.
every guy goes and gets conscripted for 2 years. I wasted 2 years. I also went to Polytechnic, so I took 3 years. And then I also was from normal academics. I had to spend 4 years in poly. So I was 4 years behind my peers. When I graduated, my peers have already worked for 4 years. So I'm 4 years behind everyone else.
2 years behind guys, 4 years behind girls, right?
I feel like there's an incredible need for me to accelerate myself, especially if I want to get a house and I want to have kids. I don't have a choice, right? Can't just do what you enjoy, but you gotta do what brings in the money.
But you're lucky because you found both.
Yeah, I guess. Doing this and social media, creating content and talking to you guys is kind of amazing, right? Like being able to turn this into a platform that allows me to make a full-time income and even more than what most people would make.
And
It's
honestly,
incredible.
with social media, when you first start, all you think about is, oh, maybe I'll make money from sponsorships or maybe I'll make money from the creator fund. But you don't realize that there's so many opportunities out there that you never would have imagined that opens up for you.
Yeah.
Like you never would have imagined that creating content for a physio clinic or that working with a media company to create content for their sites. It honestly does open up a lot of opportunities that you don't see coming. Other content creators I've seen, they have other business collaborations, they have merch. There's just so many different ideas and when you put yourself out there on social media, people find you and they reach out to you. if they think you're interesting, if they think you're competent, and they pitch you with so many ideas. We honestly have been pitched quite a few different opportunities that we've turned down this year, just because we can't cope with all of them.
Talk to people who are probably still a student or just graduated, and you're kind of like trying to figure out what you want to do and deciding whether or not what you're doing is meant for you. Kind of like where I was. I think one aspect you need to figure out, which I didn't figure out, is the whole business aspect. In anything that you want to do, there's probably a way for you to make money off it, but if you don't, then you'll never be able to turn it into a sustainable business. I'm lucky because even though I didn't know much about business and I didn't monetize social media, thankfully I had my sister who was already familiar with the industry. She was able to help monetize it pretty quickly. If it weren't for her, I probably couldn't have turned this full time. And the main difference is really just understanding how business works. And I don't know what you are studying and I don't know what you have learned, but you probably have a whole bunch of skill sets that people want and people need. If you figure out how to turn that into a business, you could imitate us in a whole different aspect. I hope that us sharing a little bit about this helps you out as well. I think one important aspect is patience as well. Like, just like this snowman, we've been doing this for quite a while now. Patience is very important. Because
Patience is the key to success.
There is this part of me that believes that sometimes you just have to trust the process. I listened to other people who have gone before me and found success. And they said that if you were to try this for 6 months, you will succeed if you did XYZ. And so I just did XYZ.
Follow Gary Vee, right? One of the people
Yeah.
that I took advice from, but I basically just watched a random Gary Vee YouTube video and he talked about how TikTok is the next big thing. Lots of people complain to him about how they try to create social media content and fail. And he's always like, have you tried creating 3 videos every single day for 6 months on TikTok? If you haven't tried that, then you're not trying hard enough. You're basically just wasting the opportunity. So it honestly was just an arbitrary number, but Aaron and I created 3 videos a day for 6 months. That's how our platform took off. And we monetized within our first 3 months.
Yeah.
We got our first sponsorship client within the first 3 months of us being on social media, which honestly, I mean, we do acknowledge that that's quite rare because from what I've heard from other content creators, sometimes it could take months or years. So if that doesn't happen to you immediately, just remember that sometimes it's luck as well, and we happen to have been lucky back then. If you guys are looking for a number to try, you can try the same number as us. 3 content pieces a day, month. Let me see how Mr. Snowman looks like. He's not symmetrical.
We'll make it symmetrical then. All right, I got myself a little snow stool down here. So let me give you a little bit of perspective of how this 3 times a day actually went. So I'll start at the end of my days. Back then I was schooling and interning, so I had papers to do while also having to do my internship. And work at 6. On my way home, I would start thinking of the next 3 ideas and write the scripts for them. At the same time, I will post the 3rd video of the day. When I get home, it's maybe 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I'll have a quick dinner and I'll film 3 videos. By then it'll be 10 o'clock, so I get an hour to rest, take a shower, and then go to bed. I'll wake up at 6 to 7 o'clock the next day, and on the way to work, I would immediately start editing the first video and the second video. And just as I reach work, I'll post the first video. When it's lunch, I would post the second video and edit the 3rd video. After lunch, it's the end of the day, and then the cycle repeats. And I basically did that for 3 months. And so that's the kind of discipline and dedication that you need if you want to succeed. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle, having that discipline to actually go through with it. Not everyone is interested in doing social media, and a lot of people are trying to build their own business. I have another friend who never went to university, and he's also making about 12 to 14 grand a month right now. It is that relentless pursuit and dedication that got him to where he is. And that's what both of us have in common, is that dedication to work and pursue. And I think if you're interested in pursuing anything, that's what you need. And I hope that through this, you just learn and pick up a few things from us. I feel like these type of videos is good for you guys to judge. If you are similar to either one of our personalities, then some things that I say may be useful for you, something that she says may be useful for you. But if you're completely opposite of us, then I guess you can also come to realize what
Find a
works
sibling.
and what doesn't work, right? What works for us may not work for you guys as well. I hope this is pretty beneficial for you guys as well. The takeaway is really the grind and the discipline is what made the difference for my life and what made the difference for me to create a business. I'm not sure how that's gonna be like for you. If you're like Sarah, that doesn't work. As you can see, she's already lazing down there.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out how to make this man look more symmetrical. His body is very symmetrical. I think if you're not a self-starter on your own, find a friend or a sibling to start something with, especially someone who's very different from you. Aaron and I are very different and we complement each other in the business. You know, some people say that if you find someone that's too different from you, it's very difficult to work together.
So I think different in some areas, but similar in some.
Aaron and I are very similar in some areas, but we're different in all the areas that matter. We didn't realize this before we started the Weavelings, but if we just look at Myers-Briggs, right? I'm an ENFP. And yes, before you guys leave stuff in the comments, we understand that this is not scientific, but it's just an example of how different Aaron and I are. I'm an ENFP and he is an ISTJ. So every single element, the complete opposite. I mean, everything's a spectrum. On some areas we're more similar. I'm closer to a T, he's closer to an and stuff like that. Okay, you know what? I'm just confusing you guys if you guys don't know what Myers-Briggs is. But if you guys do know MBTI, we're basically the complete opposites. When it comes to work, sometimes it's good. As long as you keep an open mind and try to understand each other and also don't step on each other's toes. For Aaron and I, we split the work very well. Everything that he doesn't like doing, I'll do it. And if something that I don't like doing, he'll do it. If both of us don't like doing it, the person that's better at doing it does it, right?
That's basically how we do things.
Lucky because things that I like doing, I'm better at it, and the things that he likes doing, he's better at it. Can you imagine if you like doing something that you're shit at?
I have a chair.
I don't know what this is about our personality type because we're here to build a snowman and he built a chair. To be very honest, that's supposed to be my personality type.
I'm all about practicality, so I wanted a chair to sit on.
We're supposed to be building the damn snowman.
You see, when it comes to who's good at what, I'm very bad at making things look good. So once I built the snowman, it's all up to Sarah to shape it right now. You should build a chair on the other side as well. Maybe we can sit with the snowman.
Usually I'm the one with like ADHD and I'm the one that always gets distracted and I'm the one that never finishes a task and I start a new task before finishing the old one. But it seems like Aaron is intent on pretending to be me today.
Well, on the bright side, I'll finish both tasks. So I guess we're different. You'll finish neither.
I'm finishing this one.
I'm surprised at how much I've flattened out this area behind.
The camera's gonna die before we finish the snowman.
No, if he's tilted, we could just tilt him and stuff snow underneath the tilted areas. Alright, direct me.
Down, down a little. Yeah, pull. Stop. Yes. We have no carrot. Gotta give him your beanie. Your beanie can just sit on top. I thought it was just gonna be a hobby. I think when we first started, I didn't think we would be able to do it full time and definitely not this quick.
Same here.
But I always knew that I wanted to do my own thing with you because we started a bunch of different stuff together as well. Oh, and speaking of starting different things, so we also want you guys to know this isn't our first rodeo. This wasn't the first thing we tried and then ooh, we succeeded. We tried and failed at so many different things before. We tried drop shipping, we tried e-commerce, we tried YouTube even a while ago, but it was a faceless channel because we were very shy and we didn't want to show our face on camera, but we really wanted to be in content creation. We really wanted to create videos. We grew up on YouTube. We don't watch Netflix, we don't watch TV shows very much. We watch YouTube more than anything else. So creating content has always been something that we aspired to do. Never thought that we would be able to call ourselves full-time content creators though. Honestly, I feel like what really made this work was who we did it with. Because before I tried this with Aaron, I've tried it with a friend before and it's not as easy. Finding the right partner is the most difficult part, in my opinion.
That's a very good learning point.
Guys, did you realize that Aaron hasn't, whenever Aaron is speaking, he's not doing anything, and when he's doing something, he's not speaking? No. Because this idiot can't multitask.
Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot multitask, so I'm kind of stuck doing.
And yet, we decided to build a snowman while recording a podcast.
Yeah.
Genius.
Actually, I wanted to build the snowman first, sit beside the snowman, and then do the podcast.
Oh.
But I realized that it might be too dark by then. I think one of the biggest takeaway from the two of us is actually finding the right partner, because if you don't have the right partner, things become very difficult. I don't think either one of us could have succeeded in turning what we do into a business if it weren't for each other.
And because I've had my own experience trying to start a business with someone else before, still really, really good friends, but ultimately our goals weren't very aligned. And with a good friend, you're also afraid to lose them as a friend. So it's a tricky balance. In my experience, working with a sibling made things a lot easier because we weren't afraid to be honest with each other. and we love each other enough to give each other space. We understand each other's needs enough. When he needs time off, I try to step up. When I need time off, he tries to step up.
Where we both need time off, we step down.
There's just this understanding and love that I find difficult to find with other people. I think some friendships could work depending on how your friendships are. I honestly haven't had experience doing it with friends, so I wouldn't be sure. I know of many other people who have started businesses with friends. Some are still doing all right. A lot of them are no longer friends. So finding the right partner is important. I think family is the most common and maybe easiest one. I find that husband and wife pairs also work quite well, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so as well, because you need to know the person really well. And if a
I
friend
guess
is
some will
close enough,
have friends that are like family, so maybe only in those cases.
yeah, I guess only in those cases. But it's really rare, right? Like, we only can do this because we see each other every single day as well. Like, that's the closeness that you need. I don't know of many people who have friends that is as close as family. You can trust someone as much as family. I have friends that I trust with my life as well, but to say that I know them as deeply as I know you when I see you every single day, I don't think so. Not everyone is so annoying, and not everyone is so picky about things. Oh my god!
Now that we're thinking out loud, the conclusion is probably love and respect. Because the reason why lots of married couples or husband and wife teams work very well is because there's a lot of love and respect there, right? Which is why you're dating that person. When it comes to siblings, parents, or really good friends, if you come from a healthy family, there would be a lot of love and respect there. So it really depends on your friendship, but I think what you have to look for is love and respect. Someone that you love and respect very much, but also you know that they love and respect you very much, so that when they have to take over for you, they don't feel upset. They know that you have their back, and you know that they have your back. And they want the best for you, and you want the best for them.
This is how I show love and respect to Sarah.
I knew it! I knew it was coming, you idiot!
So I hope that just a little bit of learning lessons. This is kind of just a session where we sit down and chit chat with you guys. I hope that you guys can learn something from us, even if you are very different. It's either you're similar to us and you enjoy our personalities and you can find something to relate to, or you're someone who's very different, right? And by listening to us, I hope that you can see if it works for us. If you're similar to us and you have similar personalities and characters, then maybe what worked for us can work for you too. Comment down below if there's any specific questions you want to ask us. Again, I don't think that we're great or special. I actually think that we're normal and anyone can achieve what we have done. Anyone can get to where we are. We're not crazy rich or anything. So if you have any questions for us, let us know, and in our next talk session, we'll update you guys.
The learnings in summary from this snowman building session is 1, consistency around being
discipline and
consistent.
consistency.
2, perseverance, not giving up. So 6 months is not easy. Like posting 3 videos for 6 months is not an easy feat, and the results do not come instantaneously. For the first 2 years, we were making money, but it wasn't enough to sustain a full-time income, but we still kept going at it. 3 is also finding the right person to do it with if you're not someone that you think can do it on your own.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Time
See
to
you around.
ruin the snowman! You built a small one.
Oh, why did you kill Bob?
A small one.
Oh, why did you kill Bob? What did he ever do to you? Why did you kill my snowman? I was gonna put him on top of beside the snowman, like here. It's gonna be his shoulder buddy. Why did you kill him?
Guys, watch this.
No, 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 no. You destroyed my throne. You destroyed my chair. It's my throne. Oh man.
Oh, my wrist. Oh. Ouch. Might have hurt my wrist.
Oh.
When you went on top of me, you're done, everyone, we're done for a week. The hell are you doing?
I'm rebuilding my throne. No. No. My throne, the Iron Throne.
The hell's the Iron Throne?
Game of Thrones.
Didn't watch it. Was watching YouTube.
The Iron Throne.
It's gone.
No.
It's gone, Aaron. It's gone.
So comfy. Why do you have to destroy it? Why do you like to destroy things?
Did you take my chair?
Yes.
I was like, how did I destroy my chair too?
I used a chair to rebuild mine. You destroyed it again. You destroyed your chair and my chair.
Yep. That's us. Bye.
Bye, guys.